All right. Welcome, everyone. Hello. It is me, your poetic MC. At the moment, I'm going solo. That might change. We'll see. It's just at the moment, it's me and my sanity. That's a hilarious joke. I know. Poetic MC. But for the moment, we're still in weird times. We're bringing this to you via the virtual stage. But before I get started, I just want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded, and we are conducting ourselves on stolen land. And I just always say it's just very important for us to acknowledge that, and also I want to acknowledge where I'm originally from, Tasmania. So the Kulin Nation and the Wurundjeri people was where I grew up. But also want to just highlight at the moment in like rural New South Wales, there's one Indigenous, strong Indigenous rural town called Wilcannia. They have been hit a lot with COVID. They had a few days ago had 50 to 60 cases, which population-wise is the same as Sydney getting 100,000 cases per day. So it's sort of, I think it's important that we're going through hard times as well, but there are other communities that really hit hard. So just an extra little bit for you all there. So normal poetry rules, a little bit different, obviously, because we're online. Usually about 5 minutes, but give or take, you can take less or a little bit more. But we do have the power to turn you off if we really want to, but we probably won't. But, just keep that in the back of your mind. That's a joke. Usually we have some backgrounds accompanying acoustic music at our live events by Nick. But obviously that's not happening anymore. But once we're allowed back, that's going to continue. So I'm just looking at my sexy admin that I always do. Also want to thank Mr. Rath. Some people call him the VU mama, but I still call him the VU daddy because I know it annoys him, and that's the main reason. He's the one that puts all this on. He's the one, the man behind the curtains, as I always say as well. I say a lot of things, but he's the one that sets everything up. He's the one that talks to poets and artists for other live streams as well, does the sound. I'm just here to look pretty. He does all the boring back end work. So everyone put emojis in the chat for him. Whatever you think he deserves, I want to see that right now. So I'm gonna let's see what pops up. And I think we can just start on with the night. I'm thinking so. Is everyone pumped? Is everyone ready for some poetry in motion? Yes, cool. All right. We've seen this individual perform a couple of times. You may know this individual. He dabbles in poetry sometimes, dabbles in a bit of music as well. But let's make this individual welcome with the warmest of reception. Please, everyone, welcome to the stage, Raph.
Hello, Jason.
Hello. That's as long as I could talk for. I was really.
That's huge. Beautiful. Your MC skills are second to none, sir.
I know. If you want to. Oh, let's go. How are you? We have not done this talk yet. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a bit sleepy. I got the jab, and I'm a bit sleepy. That's pretty much the extent of my situation at the moment.
Sleep, little boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I am good. I'm keen to get to the pub at some point soon. So let's all get out there and get us back to the pub.
Amen.
I want a goddamn pint.
Ooh. It's just not the same at home, is it? Like, I want to pay too much for a beer, so I don't want to pay decent prices. I want to be overcharged for something I can get at home. That's the main point, Anyway, if you want to do
Let's
what you
do
want
it.
to do,
Let's take it away.
Everyone.
All right, everybody. This is some new shit. I'm not gonna give you any pretext. I'm just gonna start and see how you feel about it. See how I feel about it. Good evening. These are the ramblings of a well enough behaved village historian, keeping anonymous company and a future undetermined. Hands are warmed by the flames of online discourse and are ready to dance. My eyes are red from restless sleep, so I walk through algorithmic passages. In dark mirrors hanging from crumbling empirical shopfronts, I saw dripping fangs and tinted sunglasses. Scattered scripts from 90s flicks hinting that there's something beyond. Can I play the hero if I pull the veil back, righteous and holier than thou? A blade tells tales no taller than I can swing it. Let the metal ring and hope that I missed. Maybe it's in its reflection that I'll see that I'm blessed. But with this turned stomach, truth is hard to digest. I don't wish to discredit the way that I've felt, but this might be the last-ditch chance to dispel this worldview that I hold close to my chest. That I is appearing and I am next. A long list and plans of grandeur, machined pieces and cattle to pasture. Moves on the board and puppet strings pulled tight. Couldn't be animals simply acting through fright. Couldn't be the greed of men eating from the inside. It couldn't be the best that we have. It must be more than the grasping of hands. I see eyes peering out. I hear whispers in the dark. Good evening. These are the ramblings of a well enough behaved village historian. I'm hoping to be drawn from my work by the sound of music, laughter, heartbreak, and hope. Humanity. There you go, Jason. There's a poem.
Thank you, Rath, for that poem. I really appreciate it, and I like the strategic laugh in there. It really broke up the point of view, and I think it really added to. We went down one avenue and then veered into another, and then we went back down. I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
I chose a word that I didn't expect for past writer to choose, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. All right, sure. Let me just go ahead and pronounce. I was going to pronounce that real quick. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a problem. You're like, I want to use this word to sound cool, and then
yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, please give another round of applause onto the virtual stage for Mr. Rath.
Thanks so much.
I literally was expecting real applause there for a second. That's why my sanity's over there and not in my head. All right,
I'm just going to stick around for a second because because I'm seeing, and as you were saying, that we actually have an empty studio just below us here, so we're going to have to stall a little bit here until we can get some more poets in.
Right. Okay.
Actually, that being said, maybe you do bullshit your way through. I'm going to try and track them down. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, ready, everyone. Are we all happy for me to bullshit my way through this? I hope I can. That's a lot of pressure on myself. I've already asked everyone how they're doing, so I don't have to care about that anymore. Well, here we go. Let's just spruik some shit for our Vibe Union. So we've got this live stream tonight. Next week, we have Vibration Creation. So if you didn't check it out last week, it will be on the YouTube channel. Basically, Vibe Union members sit down at collaborative time and place where we, whoever's involved, get together, get together virtually, listen to a beat by a producer, and they write a song that night, and everyone can watch them do their shit. So it's quite fun. That'll be next Wednesday instead of this. So get all this in tonight. And then after that, next Saturday, the 18th, that's on the 15th, and on the 18th, we have, once again, The Floor Is Yours, which is the open mic live stream, which is all performance arts. So it could be poetry, could be Singing, could be rap, it could be, I don't know, basket making, anything that you really want. Make it performative. You know, I mean, you can do some, I don't know, interpretive basket weaving dance or singing or something. I don't know. I'm not a basket weaver, and that's the most I've ever said basket weaving. So we have, and we're going to be continuing these live streams for indefinitely because, you know, of the nature of reality right now. So, you know, keep follow Vibe Union on Instagram, and what's the other one? We're on YouTube. You know, subscribe, all that stuff. But also, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that there's also a Vibe Union tip jar in the description right now. We know it's tough times for everyone, so we're only asking if you're able to give us a couple of pennies, if you really feel inclined, but there's no pressure. So there is that. And can I please stop talking now, or do I have to keep going?
Jason, I've come on here to do some of my own admin and deepest apologies. The reason there's no other poets here is because I'm a big idiot. It's because I've sent the wrong link to everybody, but I've sent an updated link now to everybody. So if you're a poet that is scheduled to be here now, please check your emails, and there's a brand new fresh link, and it's very exciting, and you can find your way here, and then you can perform your poems. And I think I will be fired after tonight. So it's been a good run. Thank you very much. We can bring on Minty. We can bring on Minty D, who's going to be your co-host for the evening, and she's going to introduce herself. That's what we're going to do. Here we go.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hello, Minty. Hello, my co-host.
Hello, Jason.
How are you feeling? You're looking very dapper tonight.
Thank you. My screen is pink, so I can't see shit. But I'll take your word for it. Thank you. It's from the rubbish tip.
Where all the best clothing comes from. That's, you know.
Of course.
Very.
Beverly top. This one is not a Beverly top. This is also a new top from my flatmate.
We always need more support, so that's fine. It's a night for it. It's a very supportive night, so, you know, you just get in there.
I spoon with that, mate. I spoon with that. Are you ready for a great night, Jason?
Yes, I have prepared myself for a great night. So I hope everyone else has. Which, I mean, Vibe Union always brings good nights. Really, I think I might be a little bit biased, but you know.
You're biased. Nothing wrong with bias. I'm looking for.
Are you ready?
Are
you ready?
Am I ready, man?
Yes.
I am. I'm always ready. When there's time, I will impart a little story of something that happened to me yesterday, and things have become all clear, Jason. Things have become all clear, my friend.
Oh, interesting. Keep a bit of mystery at the start, so we get people sticking around. I like it. Well, what do we? Mr. Rat? Do we keep talking?
Keep talking, because
all right. This has been it's been shambles, but here we go. We're going to bring it all back together now. Okay. We'd like to kick off the night now with Dilly Dave.
Yes.
Here we go.
Dilly.
Oh wow!
Dilly.
How did you guys get your hands on me?
Don't know. It's an honor, sir. It's an honor.
Truly, right back at you,
Thank you,
my eggplant friend, my purple people eater.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does that translate? Purple people eater? Did you register that?
Yeah, no, I did. Yes. That's a good one. Yeah. Don't worry. So I was too busy showing off my aubergine. That's on the internet forever, isn't it?
Too busy showing off your aubergine.
Aubergine.
How are you, Mr. Dilly? How's things?
Yeah, some people use the term under the weather. I tell you what, man, I'm off the map. I'm over the weather.
You're above the weather?
No, the weather has complete control over me.
Oh.
Dilly,
yeah.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but there's some inspiration that I've just got to say from Beverly. She is ready to be a big eggplant tonight.
Okay. Well, I believe we
Let's
can work
take
with
it how
that.
you
That's
wish.
what we're
Take it how
working
you
with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Take it with
think
2
that's
hands.
I'm out.
Well, I'm in.
Time for you to.
All right.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
beautiful
literally is,
segue.
okay.
Well played.
Well, I'll let you get on with it without further ado, everyone. Please welcome.
All right.
Please welcome Dilly.
It's time for some debauchery. These are random lines of my life. Who knows? Good to see, good to be. It's your boy Dilly Dave, hanging out here for a good time. Yeah, I'm real horny. Every single day it's 0 to 40. Rick and Morty, whipping shorties. Libido haunts me. Everything comes off raunchy. These summer legs taunt me. I wish I was worthy. I rock a tube, no lube. There's a torpedo in my Speedos. I don't fuck with Cheetos, but crisps are the killers that I move in the streets. That's Smiths in the sheets, crumbs, camera in hand. I shoot the shit like Spike Lee. OG. Oh, wait, I don't qualify. All lies when I'm tied up with the peace signs and the tie dyed. That's just like it is. And yeah, we all wanna fly high, flow nice in that soft breeze, talking sipping Lipton iced tea with wrath on the beat. Dilly D needs to come a full 360 on the current position because if he listens to his heart, he can make it through this dark time on this dark path. End scene.
My friend.
God, what
Felt
happened?
it. Yeah. I think the eggplant comment was the perfect
True, yeah.
inspiration for
I didn't. I wasn't expecting
a-
that, but it was a happy surprise. So you know,
It's what we
Yes.
call a precursor. The eggplant was
Well,
the
you know.
precursor.
Start night off. So I just can't get over the word you saying lube. It's just, you know. Can we just-
I don't use
have
it, by
to
the way.
say
I
it's
swear to God, I don't use
tarnished
it.
My image of you. No, I'm joking.
These are all lies. I don't rock
is-
a tube with no lube.
Is
No,
there
and I
is there a
don't-
lube
There's no
emoji?
torpedo in my. I don't wear speedos, and I don't
Is
eat
there-
Cheetos.
Is there actually a lube emoji? Because I kind of want to say it
Oh.
if there is one. So
I don't know, but there's
Um,
definitely a wet emoji or a moist. There could be a moist.
Yeah,
emoji.
that'll work.
Is there a moist emoji?
The triple splash. The triple. All right. Let's
Speak
keep
for
things
yourself,
rocking
buddy.
and rolling. I feel like
Skip it.
I've taken
Yeah,
all the
let's
time
keep
in the
it- let's
world.
keep it moving.
I'm full of debauchery, but much love. Big ups to
You
the
are.
vibe
Thank you,
union.
Dilly. Always a pleasure,
Alright.
my friend. Okay. Jason, I
okay,
think
well
you are in
let's get back on
control
track now. Let's
of the
get back on
list,
track.
So.
Let's get this going. Let's get this moving.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Thank you, Dilly. We'll move on. Moving on. All that stuff.
But not
We
forget.
have-
We'll move on, but we won't forget.
Yes, never forget. New
Never
poet.
forget.
Well, no, not new poet. They were here the last.
Fancy.
They were the last live stream, the first time. So
The juices
Same-
are going off in the comments section, Jason. Sorry. Your eggplant's doing things to people.
oh, well, you know, I do what I can. Anyway, we're gonna please everyone. Welcome to the stage, virtual stage, Jason.
Hello, how's it
Hello,
going?
hello. Good. How are you?
Jason, how are you?
Good. So during lockdown, me and my friend Josh Neal have been making an album together. So it's a rap album. So these are some spoken word versions of some of the songs.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
But it's a wee while away for that. But I thought I'd sort of
New
plug it.
shit. Doesn't
New
matter.
shit.
Doesn't matter where it is, man. We're
All right.
here for the ride.
We'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Okay. Disconnect the prefrontal cortex and mix that shit with a cruiser vortex and take that poor child within that complex. The enemy is the enemy. Bury me underneath the seed. You will see. I will grow a tree. Within a minute, 2 pairs on it. Yeah, I've grown a pair. What from it? Mine have grown up in a toxic environment, but my glow up is iconic. The come down, the crash, the come up, the cash. I've been on it. I've been sonic. Now I be phonic. Be like water, mist, fluid, and solid. Holla at your boy if you want facts. Holla at your boy if you want fiction. The friction that burns a whole forest down, a town, and a castle. Holla at your boy if you want an asshole. Be careful what you ask for, because I tend to over-deliver and be passionate about my circle. You too busy believing in aliens and triangles to believe in the truth. I am the truth, the lies that divide nations. Native in my blood, it runs blue like the river that runs through my land and life. It doesn't always go according to plan, but I understand. We go and get it. Never gonna regret it. Every step is another step forward. Always gonna be awkward, but it comes with the charm. Forever gonna be that young boy holding on to my mother's arm. Please don't go. Please don't leave me. I can protect you. I can protect you from harm. Yeah, that's one on it. It's called Enemies. It's okay. I've got one more. This one is a very old one, but dear to me. It goes, I'm killing myself for Doria time, killing time with a Doria dime. I'm living a lie, my soul's a crime scene. I am a detective respective of what others have selected. I've cared for everything, I believe that is mine. No wonder I'm anxious, it's my third fucking can of. I'm caffeinated, I'm feeling brain dead. I'll leave you hanging from a tree on a rope that was twined, I've lost my mind. Coffee grinds of a spiritual awakening that's happening. There's no way to explain where I'm scared. Stop pretending you don't feel the same way as everyone else. If you feel the pulse of Mother Earth in revolt as it revolves around the sun, I'm so fucking done. I can't do this anymore. I just want to go to war. At least I'll travel the world and I'll explore. I can be your punching bag. You can be my $1 million baby. Thank you for listening.
Damn. Well, they definitely said it definitely works as spoken word, and can't wait to hear it in the appropriate format you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Jason, that
even
was
better.
dope.
So,
That was dope.
It so much.
And the ambulance in the back gave it some real ambience as well. That just came in. I'm like, damn, is that on the track, or is that just some real shit going on right there?
I think it's, something's definitely going on.
It
thank
is.
you for coming along and performing. Appreciate it.
I'll watch the stream now. Bye.
Thank you. See you, mate. Bye.
Beautiful.
All right.
That was awesome.
Mindy, you want to take this one away?
I would like to introduce this next human who, this is a perfect time for my little story. Very, very short, I promise you, Jason. So I've been getting worse and worse asthma because of the masks and stuff. So last night I finally realized, I'm having an asthma attack. Put it off for 3 days and was like, can't do this. So gave this person a call. This person was like, I'm there in 5 minutes. Got me in the car, took me to the emergency, dropped me off, said, all right, bugger off. Let me know when you're done. And I was done. I'm COVID negative, just had a bad asthma attack.
One of those
and
things, yeah.
They gave me steroids. And anyway, this person is a freaking legend. This person shows up for everybody. I have learned so much from this human being, and they're a fucking legend. Excuse my French, beep, beep, beep. Disclaimer, there is a language warning. I'd like to introduce the one, the only, the tangerine lingerie wearing, boot scooting, straight spitting legend, Beverly. Take it away, baby.
Hello.
You weren't expecting that introduction, were you?
What
baby?
an intro, eh? What an intro.
Literally have so much fucking love for you. You do not understand how much you have helped my life. Thank you. Gratitude,
All right.
my friend.
Good to see you're alive, Minty. It's good to see.
Just about, babe.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Take it away, Beth.
Yes.
All good.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Good all. Thank you, Jason. And just lovely to be here, everyone. Thank you. And can I tell a story first? Yes, Minty rang me last night at about 8:30, and I took her to hospital, to the Austin Hospital. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, she rang me and said, "I can get out. Can I go home?" So I took her home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's alive. It's great. The world needs you, Minty. Don't you go anywhere. And it's great to be of service to people. And can I just encourage everyone to get to know your neighbours, because this week I've so back a bit. So 11 years ago, I started organising a street party. So every year in October, I organise a street party for my street. I get the street blocked off either side of where I live, and all the people come, and we sit in the middle of the street and we drink and hug each other like old days, and we drink. Did I say that? And we have a barbecue, and the 20 million kids ride up and down the street. It's really a great day, great day. And anyway, I've got to know my neighbours. So on Monday, called into one neighbour and said, "Can you drive me up to pick up my hire van that I needed to get?" And she said yes, which was amazing. And then I called into another neighbour and said, "I need you and your big ladder." So I needed a ladder on Monday to clean out my gutters that are upstairs. So I just needed a metre of gutter cleaning to happen. So he came here with his big ladder and cleaned out my gutters. It's great. It was an amazing. So that was good. And I didn't have to pay any plumber. I didn't have to pay a roof plumber. This is wonderful. So thanked my neighbour very much. And it's worth getting to know your neighbours and talking to people around you, because you never know what people are dealing with, and you can be of service to people. So yes. Anyway, that here endeth the lesson. So my poem tonight is Old Shit, and in the theme of aubergines and eggplants. I wrote this back in September last year. So yes, here we go. So stockings and sensuality. I should be holding up stockings. Stockings and sensuality, lace and frivolity. Long legs in the air, curves and a lot to bear. Smiles to show my happiness, a little bit of awesomeness. With the click of a camera and a wink to impress, I'm loving the big chance to undress. For I have started some life drawing, but as a model, I'm definitely not boring. For my curves are soft to touch, with a hint of, is it too much? With enjoy your week and don't be meek, for boldness and courage is what we all could seek. And we need boldness now. So thank you all for having me. I'll be back in a fortnight. And yes, we continue on. And let's just all give each other hugs all round. I can't wait to catch up in person.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Beverly.
Hugs in the chat, everyone. Hugs in the chat.
Hugs in the chat.
Hugs online. Yes.
Oh, Beverly, that was lovely. I really love the pause and reflection that you had on one of your lines about your curves. You have this rhythm that you do, but then in this moment you stopped. You built this suspense, and then you dropped the line about the curves, and I was like, "Damn, girl, I'm there for that."
Yes. I'm loving Raph and the new way he's reading his poetry with lots of pauses and the dramatic flair. It's very good, Raph. It's great.
I'm going to have to watch that back because I was having technical difficulties. So I look forward to
Thank you, Bev.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Love you all.
Thank you, Bev. Well, we'll see you again.
Jason, I think this is time for you to. This is my mic. I've got to do my puffer next section.
For me to do my emceeing job. Yeah, I know.
Do your job, mate. Can you hear me all right? By the way, I turned up my.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You're all good. Alrighty, everyone. We have someone that's new to the Talking Blue virtual stage. If you were around on Saturday night, they were there. The floor is yours. I don't know if words can really describe their words. It was something you just needed to watch and listen. So I implore you to go back to that after this. Go back and watch this individual's performance there. I can't really say much about it. It
Not just the words too, Jason. Also, the way that they spoke, their tone.
I get the overallness of the thing of what they did. I think is.
Yeah.
It's not often I don't know what to say. So anyway,
and the beard. The beard is you must. Do you feel things about his beard? Being a fellow beard man.
Yeah. We actually know each other from the meetings, but anyway, we'll move on.
What is it called? Has it got a name? The BBB.
If you have to ask, I can't tell you.
Beards, boys, and bullshit.
Anyway, we're here for poetry, not beards.
And without further ado,
please, everyone, welcome to Virtual Stage. Carl, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was an amazing intro and very swiftly moved
My dad
along.
loves
that.
you.
Well done. And, nice to see you again from the Beard Club.
Yes,
as well.
it's good to see you.
Yes.
We'll catch up later this week at there. So
Indeed.
please just do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Take it away. Let's just do it.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to perform two pieces today. The first one is I've been sort of challenging myself to write sort of songs that are quite difficult topics that are underpinned with compassion and love, and to try and find a semblance of positivity. So I have written a trilogy about dementia and the impacts of dementia on those living with dementia and surrounding peripheral families as well. The first two songs were kind of a bit dark and gritty and really got into the sort of depths of the impacts on the individual and the family. But I wanted to write something that was a little bit more uplifting, that sort of somehow found an element of positivity through all of this and empowered those individuals who are living with dementia and their surrounding families as well. So I had the privilege back in December to speak to somebody who's now become a very good friend of mine, and her mother is actually living with dementia in a care home. Quite an amazing individual with an incredible life that kind of all culminated to an unfortunate event with her being diagnosed with dementia. So I decided to write this piece about her. She used to love jive dancing and had a very active life, member of the community, a real pillar of support. Bev, I know you talked about that kind of neighborly behavior, and I think this woman that I've written about very much epitomizes that kind of neighborly love. So this is called Will We Dance Again? And then the second piece I'll perform for you is a completely different subject. It's actually about the history of physics, if you would believe it or not. And if we have time, I would love to perform that as well. So, Will We Dance Again? She's like a Hollywood star with her frock and her shoes, a bow in her hair. Now she's off running to the dance hall, excited of possibly who's gonna ask her to jive and rock her new moves. There are plenty of gentlemen glancing and brave ones charmingly asking whether she'll go dancing. Of course she says yes. They step to the beat, feels electricity as she swept off her feet. Every kick, every flick, every twirl, every dip. She's immersed as the moments unfurl and she's gripped. But the music stops, lights turn on, that's the end of it. She goes home and has a long week to reminisce. Forever lives this memory inside. She can recall events at any point in time with every little fine detail. It's impressive, but in her future lies something unexpected. Will we dance again? If I can't follow your lead, would you still be holding my hand? Will we dance again? If I forget my steps, I hope you don't misunderstand. Will we dance again? If I become confused, will I choose to make excuses? Will we dance again? Well, if the shoe fits, then it's time to face the music. A few years older, she's buzzing like a social bee, raised a kid while playing bridge and writing heartfelt poetry. Never on her own to be alone. She was emotionally a rock for all her friends, and all of them loved her ferociously. Liked to travel globally, experience the local scene. Discovery expands the mind, and she'd explore it openly. Every year, a different country, a different escapade, a new adventure. But this was a different type of getaway. The Caribbean, it had turned out to be quite revealing. A family on the plane with an exciting feeling. But unprepared as people stare, she stands up from her chair and undresses down to her underwear. Because she was feeling hot and forgot her social conditioning. And through the trip, they notice she gets angry at the little things. She fobs it off as just a silly little temper, till another guest mentions she may be living with dementia. Will we dance again? A shocking revelation made you see my situation. Will we dance again? This was one of many episodes. I didn't want to let you know. Will we dance again? It was a matter of time before you'd see my decline. Will we dance again? I can't hide it anymore. Now I rely on your support. Now, instead of me describing how this illness destroys, this I feel to avoid, as I will not exploit. Decades as a strong woman, so let's lift and rejoice. And while she can't speak to you, I'ma give her a voice. Firstly, don't feel sorry, feel proud of this lady. She was a career nurse, delivered thousands of babies, always helping others, bringing life into this precious world. But the most important ones were of her two special girls. And you two on YouTube playing old school or new tunes when taking you to school, that time spent was fruitful. Through action, she was trying to show you what it means to be passionate, family focused and reliable. Her recipe for a legacy is living with integrity, bringing therapy and remedies to family and friends in need. She lives a life of purpose. And while some years weren't perfect, in the context of a meaningful life, it's all been worth it. So that is the Will We Dance Again, the song about dementia. I hope you enjoyed that. And just to completely switch topics, I am now going to recite a piece that I wrote quite a while ago, actually, about 10 years ago. I studied physics at university and always intended to write something about it. So this is called The Theory of Everything. So let's begin with the classic laws. It spawned from motion what Newton had a passion for. The first law dictates unless the state of an object is changed, its motion will remain uniform. Now, to the second law, acceleration by mass is force. The third law explains from every action an equal and opposite reaction is cause. Now, this was all met with applause. No flaws were found on examination. The man who made them was granted Cambridge University's prestigious chair of Lucasian. But there was still one situation. He still could not find a law for gravitation. And though with a lifetime of patience, he said God would rather you stare in amazement than solve an equation. And so remained vacant the minds and the pads of the scientist nation till Einstein done came in 200 years later and put down on paper its effect upon nature. Albert was blessed with this epiphany, and so ended 2 centuries of anonymity. He was defined as the epitome of physics as he developed the 2 theories of relativity. By 1915, he was seen as the biggest scientist upon the scene, and from then on, he spent the rest of his life trying to find and define a theory for E. Thus, quantum mechanics spent 40 years at it, yet 40 years later, he still did not manage to prove or disprove it. He thought it was useless, but found sense in this nonsensical movement. And so came to light the theory of quantum mechanics, and time and space were combined. And so they aligned and gave way to fine theories on black holes Hawking made in his mind. And by 74, unifying theories of big with the small seemed simple for all. To realize gravity was weakest of 4 of the forces. So some further explored it, while others ignored it and missioned their wisdom on missile range systems that own us in orbit and hold us in corsets. Man, that shit is morbid. It makes me feel nauseous when physics is used just for selfish endorsements, not global performance. Why can't we just live in nature's accordance? I dread to think of the enormous installments the government pours into weapon designs. What it thinks is important is straight up appalling. But now we've almost found a dawn to our morning, contorting impressions of just 3 dimensions to make gravity stronger. Now there's 11. This is the theory of everything. Theory of everything ever linked. From murder to medicine. theory of everything eminent in a global attempt to win. The theory of everything prevalent. Though our minds we keep emptying. The theory of everything. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. That ending, everyone. No, I don't know what to say. I always very much I say enjoy. I don't like saying the word enjoy, but I do appreciate and very much feel a lot when the poetry about mental health and diagnoses and that kind of thing. I think not a lot is done through poetically done or songs as much as I think it should. I think it's a great way to acknowledge and also celebrate someone's life as you did. And then hitting us with the physics rap as thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I said there's never a better way to actually get a message across than through culture, and a big driver of culture is music, and that's why I've decided to sort of leverage rap to sort of talk about these important topics, right? And the more ways that we can find about communicating with people of all kinds of generations, in as many different ways as we possibly can, well, that's only a good thing, right?
Absolutely,
Exactly.
and especially now as well, Akal. Do you have a preference between Harleen or Akal?
As you wish. Akal is fine.
Cool. I'm vibing Harleen tonight. I like that.
Let's go with that.
Harleen.
But yes, thank you very much. Everyone in the chat, let them know how you felt about their performance. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me once again, and fingers crossed I will see you all very soon.
Fingers crossed.
We want to see, because you're streaming in from Hungary, right?
I am, well remembered. Yes, so hello from Europe. It's what time is it? It's 11:41 over here. So
dedication. I like
a morning sesh for me. I've got on it early.
My dad loved you, by the way.
Really? Well, hopefully
man with
you'll
the
like
beard
this one.
with the
Hopefully
profound
I've lived up to
words.
expectations again.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Take care. And I'll be tuning into the rest. So good luck to all the other artists, and loving it so far. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you. Jason, we have another Adonis next.
Adonis?
Adonis, yes.
Well, why don't you introduce
Do you want
them
to?
then?
You're holding the eggplant.
Well, you're the one that called them Adonis. All right. Yeah, we haven't seen this individual for a while, but they're always supportive of us, and so let's be supportive of this individual. Everyone, please welcome
to have him back.
Yep, Sam.
Oh, holy moly! There I am.
You're on now, sir.
Sam. So
Awesome.
lovely to have
Hello,
you
everyone.
back in the community again.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did my best hide under the rock job. I've been really good at lying low this time. I've been tuning in and stalking, even though I know you guys personally, and like we're all like I've been stalking the live streams and not presenting myself. So I've been behaving in all kinds of strange ways, but these are strange times. But I got bullied into this. I'm glad I got bullied into this.
You did. You had no choice, did you, Sam?
I had no choice. I was with Bev yesterday doing some work, and it's good to see you alive, Minty.
Yes,
good to
I've
see
done
you
my
well.
puffer thing.
Yeah, because I was a part of that. But yeah, adding on to your little spiel about our lovely patron mother saint, Bev.
Yes.
Yeah, what a character. What a blessed group of people we are to have her. And she booked me in. I even wrote her a message because she was hounding me all day yesterday. I wrote her a message today. I wasn't checking my phone because I knew she would tell me to jump on and suck it up. So I wasn't even checking my phone. And I prepared the message. I said, Bev, I'm not going to do it, but thanks for a great day. And then Rye has written to me that I'm on at 7:40 tonight. So there you go. So
you shouldn't have said anything.
Mildly underprepared, but I've got something from the vault.
Well, I sometimes do condone bullying when it comes to poetry, so it's all good.
Did
I
I
love
hear
you,
the
Sam.
last,
We're very
the
happy to
last
have you
guy's in
back.
Hungary? Was that
Yeah.
correct?
That's right.
Well, that's perfect because this I'm going into the vault for some stuff I wrote when I was in Europe, and this is there's a Hungarian twist. There's a Hungarian twist. So you know how things like the universe tells you things. Like I wasn't going to do this, but now I'm going to do this, and now the guy before me is in Hungary, and he just told us he's in Hungary, and This poem's called Queen Kinga, and Kinga is a Hungarian name, and it's about I got a little rant. I know this is already a rant. This is a pre-rant.
Well, how about we just let you? We'll let you have full screen and rant away on your own, and it will bring so much more.
Jason, to your right.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is new to me. I was a pre-rant. I was pretty much an essential worker last year, nor have I studied online in the last 18 months. So I've avoided Zooms, webcams, and all that as much as I possibly can. I love being in front of you guys in the flesh, and I hang out for that. And I think it's coming back slowly, surely. I'm touching all the wood that's around me. But yeah, this is new. And I'm being as nervous as I can, even though I'm in the safety and comfort of my own bedroom. Maybe wearing pants, maybe not. You know, I'm just feeling it out. So I won't let you guys know that. Hungary, you know, time and place. I wasn't going to do this. Bev, our patron saintess, got me to do it. Hungary. So I'm going to share a poem called Queen Kinga, and Kinga is a Hungarian Polish name, depending who you ask. The Poles will say it's Hungarian. The Hungarians will say it's Hungarian. Long story short, Kinga was a queen back in the day. I think it was 1600s, 1500s, and she got an arranged marriage into the royalty line. And of all things, she was a really good queen from all accounts. The Kinga of Poland that any modern day kingas are pretty much named after, or their grandmothers who they've inherited from. So Queen Kinga of Poland back in the 1600s was 10 out of 10, we're told. Married in, she did well while she had the reign. And then when the king husband passed, she relinquished her throne, basically. She went and became a nun and gave away her wealth and ran community. I'm paraphrasing here, but she basically got involved in the community and worked with the poor, worked with the needy, gave all her wealth away, and was by all accounts awesome. So long story short, a couple of years ago, it feels a lifetime ago now, I met a modern day Kinga. I met a Kinga that's, you know, in the flesh here and now. I was in Poland. I was spending time backpacking, working in hospitality, falling in and out of love with certain ideas and certain people. And I met this girl Kinga, and I just had to write a poem for her. And the funny thing was, because we hit it off, and she's a writer. I was writing at the time, and I told her I'm working on this big long thing about someone else, and I was giving her progress updates about it, and then turned around and said, "Oh, you know what? I want you to read this." And lo and behold, I'd written a little something about her. But Kinga, Hungary, funny things. It's a great name. This is a poem called Queen Kinga, and yeah. She said she's a writer, and it serves her right for being someone who will be written about. She said she's a dancer, and it serves her right for laughing aloud all the life alive inside her. And it might not be me who knows her more than I do now, but some special one will, and on that special day, and in the many, many before, she will be asked many, many questions. And if she says yes to one in particular, someone will put a ring on her fourth finger and make a queen out of Miss Kinga. Autumn was turning, bones cold in the night. Tree trunks, black arteries, bare branches, dendrites. She asked me why I'd fallen in love with the last one. We were sharing red wine from Moldova and these little dumplings, kinkali, from Georgia. It had been Halloween in London the last time I fell in love. I tried, but I couldn't describe it. I was caught short of words for a writer, but it went something like walking around old towns with souls that were new to me. Same old love story, old as the air that we still breathe. And she will be asked many, many questions. And if she says yes to one in particular, then someone will put a ring on her fourth finger and make a queen out of Miss Kinga. And if she wishes, they'll have a kingdom as big as Kielsa, bigger if she likes, or smaller if she says so. Or they'll have only suitcases, if she prefers that. The world's a big place for a big-hearted person. For she's a writer, and it serves her right for being someone who will be written about. She's a writer, and it serves her right, for she's someone who will be written about. And if she wants to, we'll have a kingdom as big as Kielsa, smaller if she says so. She could write all she likes, and I'd do the same, because pens and papers don't take much space in suitcases. She could write all she likes, and I'd do the same, because pens and papers don't take much space, not in big suitcases. We could dance in the daylight, drink red wine in the nighttime, with Kinkali from Georgia and a ring round her fourth finger. And that ring will travel far as her legend, down a mine where working men do toil. That ring will travel far as her legend, down a mine where working men toil. For love songs and salt, all one and the same. Love songs and salt from the rock, all one and the same. The labor of love, the risk all in vain. That's Queen Kinga, the poem. It's from the vault. I want to polish it up and make a song of it, but Kielsa is the little town in Poland where this Kinga hails from. And it's a little place right in between Warsaw up the top. Where's my hand? Warsaw and Krakow, being like our Sydney and Melbourne. It's like the Canberra. It's like the Canberra of Poland. So it's this beautiful little town. And that's where Kinga hails from, Kielsa. Kinkali is like their little dumpling they have in Georgia. And the story of the ring, it kind of just worked as a rhyme and everything, but there's actually a big part to the ring being when old Kinga of Poland in the 1600s relinquished her throne, she threw away the marriage ring and threw it into the salt mine. And legend is they found it many years later, and there's actually a statue of Kinga of Poland in the world's biggest salt mine down at the bottom of Poland. So I'm trying to work that in. I'm gonna figure how literal it should be, how literal it shouldn't be. But it's a great little story from the before times and from long, long, long ago. And it was a pleasure to share something with you guys. Thank you, Bev, for making me do this. And yeah,
thank you. I think that goes to show that sometimes bullying has really good results. So
it depends on the bully, doesn't it?
Sam, man, that was beautiful. Just being able to watch and listen and feel you in real time, and to not miss a beat, to hear all of your inflections, to see all of your inflections, and to hear the words and the story. And then at the end, it was like, I mean, it was great as it was, but then you topped it off with this kind of debriefing what the meaning of the words were and what you had attributed to them. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. And it was really interesting to hear you break those themes down. It was beautiful, man.
Thanks a lot, Minty. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to get back in the flesh and find ways. I'd love to get just enough context into the piece where it doesn't need a spiel, but that's what practice is for. We've got a place to practice. Thank you all. Thank you, Ryan.
You've got time. Yeah. Thank you.
And before you go, Sam, what shoes are you wearing? Because I'm wearing
none. I'm wearing none. I'm in footy shorts and nothing else, and a shirt.
Slippers.
So.
You're not wearing any shoes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. On that image, we'll let you go. And
thanks.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. All right. Whew. Are you okay, Minty? Are you composed enough?
Oh, I think so. I think you're going to have to introduce the next person though, because I'm still quaking with emotion from that last piece.
Okay. This is why we work together, because I don't have emotions, so I'm immune.
Oh my God, it's perfect. We're like literally yin and yang, and we are in height as well, and in beard.
All right. Without any emotion whatsoever, I'm going to introduce the next poet of the night. You saw this individual once again at the open mic on Saturday.
Yes.
Floor is yours. They got some pretty schmick rhymes. They're back again.
Very.
So, without further ado, everyone, please welcome to the virtual stage, Ro.
Hi, I'm Rye. Schmick. That's a quick lick. I haven't heard that one in a bit.
Schmick.
All of that.
I'm all about you.
I appreciate the Yiddish.
I try. You know,
Oh, thank you. No, it's very appreciated. It's I grew up in Northern Jersey, so my Yiddish is a bit rusty, but you
And
know,
Northern Carolina,
I still
right?
pick it up here and there. Anyway, so so you know, I wrote this flow just yesterday. Haven't even had a minute to edit it yet, but that's all right. Like cereal, I snap and crackle, pop up for the feature, y'all. I hope to make you cackle when I rattle my rhythms like a b-boy battle. Apologize. Nobody called time the other day when I went over mine. I just kept going because I ain't knowing how to rewind, and I only take a step forward if I'm never falling back. And if I do, it's because my legs are over my head and I'm shouting, "Give me that!"
Ooh.
Speaking of, I reckon I ordered $1 for the minutes I'm putting in it. I tend to shirt front, check the leash, no collar. I know I got a flexible flow and they never ought to worry about their daughters. Meanwhile, I might pin a smile on the husband's hindquarters. If you're tired of him pushing you around, I got him pegged with a meth edge you can strap on, down. What are we going to talk about now? I got a rhyme in the pipeline like Mario. I'm feeling super Koopa. No DB, take a kingdom. I'll keep it peachy. Catch a ride and fly on a mushroom Boeing act. I forgot where this metaphor was going at. Grab my thoughts like, oh, hi, Mark. But did you get all that or was it hijacked? That reminds me of a story. I'll tell y'all. It's from a different category. Kind of cheesy, just an homage. That pun kind of stunk. Like a douche. I tend to fuck around and just wash your caboose like flavor. Keep a whale eye on it and I'll see you, alligator, like a clip with the voltage high on your e-stem. What a nip twister. Right hand green and a left hand funny. Better not trip when I come to get my money. This ain't even rehearsed. I've been scrolling through my phone looking for this next verse. Where'd I put it? Want to know where I go when I get into my flow? Like a volcano, hot magma, gonna blow coming out of the bag, yeah? I drop hot shit like a ding-dong ditch. I'ma lay bars on a house like a wicked witch. Never bite, no dragler. If I catch you dead, I ain't fed. I'll take you high like Kalima. Better run, check your cardiovascular. What a queer flipping ear, no spatula. I'll be coming out of hiding like a sculpture. There it is. That's the link to the next verse I was looking for, my awakening, but I never had a Triforce. I wrote a rhyme the other day about a fictional fella I met. I thought I'd tell that, but instead of reciting, I wrote this, like Black Sheep. Can we go with that? Back on track. I'd appreciate a better interest rate. I told that Tanuki Snook, Mr. Nook. He looked shook, and I said, you crook, go to hell. I'll pacify you like Equalizer. He started sucking on a nook. You big baby. Later, I booked a date with his lady, Elizabeth. I forget what her name is. I think she's famous. But I spent my savings on home extensions, so you can forget the wedding. I'm just glad I'm having sides and shellfish after selling the shells first to those two sons of bitches. Wait, were those the raccoons' kids? All right, that's how it is. Next day I sees him, he levies the fees, and I'm off the hook. So as long as I keep feeding the lady good and don't touch the kids as if I would, because who needs violence? We don't leave them childless. Just fucking pay me. I need my wages, and I do all the work for these lazy jerks. Where's the perks to living in this crazy world? There isn't. And that's the shit we're in, and that's life, kids. Even on the islands in your video games, we're all just animals crossing ways in. That was all I had. I'm
Thank you.
Oh my God. That was great. Can I just play something? Because that was amazing. Can you hear this?
I can hear everything. No, not everything, but I can hear what's up.
There you go. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, well, it was...
No.
Nana Mente loved that. That brought back so many memories that I didn't know what to do with myself, sweetheart. But that was just, the flow was so damn good.
No, I have fun with these, and I was curious whether or not you
Yes.
would catch up that I was going into the rhyme, whether or not with the time that I had. I just kind of decided to kind of just flow with it and go with it and see what happened with whether or not you noticed it.
Yeah, you are so much fun. What did you feel? What do you feel when you're writing this?
That's a great question. Mostly I feel serenity, like everything is kind of coming clear in front of me. I don't really understand the way my brain operates. Normally I'm on the dance floor hitting the b-boy breaks. Meanwhile, these kind of rhymes just come to the front of my mind, and that's just helps keep everything organized. That's
it's your expression. It's the way. I totally feel you.
If I were to slow down my speech pattern just a little bit, maybe I could explain it a bit more eloquently and not as a poet.
You are eloquent.
Basically, what's happening is my mind is a mess, right? So
hot mess.
Poetry and alliteration, and we call them. I guess you'd call it like Mother Goose style rhyming. Very basic. Very, but also very, very playful and very fun and catchy. I tend to find that music and melody and lyricism tends to help me organize my thoughts much more clearly. Otherwise, I sport a bit of a stutter, and it's a lot easier to just think in a way that's more flowy. And it makes communication a lot easier. So that's kind of how that is.
In a way that's natural for you, and that's beautiful. And we see that honesty and that earnesty, and it all it does is just make you feel absolute joy.
Oh gosh, absolutely. And as long as that's what people are getting out of it, that's I'll speak my truth as best as I can and try to be as authentic as possible whenever I can be. But thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will see you all around.
Yes, please do come and join us again. We would absolutely love to hear your word flow.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you then. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now, do you want to introduce this next legend, or?
No, you can. You can do it this time.
Well, you want this to be an emotional introduction?
No, before Wright cuts us off, just introduce them. Just go on. You can do it. I believe
this person's great. This morning I hopped onto their live. They were having a sing. It was awesome to see them doing that. Then they stopped in on my live where I was just dancing to some beats. But this person constantly shows up with such a beautiful vibe. I could listen to this person all day long. And on that note, I would like to introduce to you none other than the wonderful Karen.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we can't hear your dulcet tones, darling. Put that microphone up, please. I implore you.
Technical.
Oh, glasses are going on. Love a man with glasses. A bit more. Come on.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're good now.
Definitely.
We can hear you.
Perfect. How are you? How are you guys actually? How are you, Jason, Minty? How are you? So good to see you back.
So
good. It's good to see you. Always good to see you. Yeah, doing well.
That's so amazing. So amazing. Thank you so much again for having me, guys. It's always my pleasure to be back.
Always our pleasure.
Thank you. And I just want to take a moment to say that whosoever had come before me, they've just killed the show. Like all the amazing poets today. Because I got to stay actually till the end, and I literally had to. I mean, I'm so happy that I witnessed that magic today. It was amazing. So thank you everyone for sharing your piece with us. Thank you.
And no further ado.
Alrighty. All right, take it away.
Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Karan, and today I'll be reading a prose actually, the one I wrote last week. I was listening to this song called Paradise, which is sung by Anderson Rossio. So a bit of a background actually of the song. I'm not a Netflix fan. I do not watch like a lot of shows on the Netflix, but then somehow my friend asked me to sit down, and he made me literally watch this show called Lucifer on Netflix. And while I was watching that show, there was this one song, Paradise, which literally stuck in my head. And I just, so the song has a different vibe to it, and I just love listening to it. And before calling it a day, I make sure that I listen to the beats of it. So while I was listening to this song last week, I guess I just had I was in a conundrum, and I thought of something, and I just wrote it down. So this is how it goes. Last night, while listening to Paradise by Anderson Rossio, I brought my pillow a bit closer to my chest after I tucked myself inside the warm quilt on the bed right before dozing off. There was something so magical about the music. My heart felt a bit heavy while listening to the track, eyes glued to the roof with the pillow on my chest, holding tight and locked in my embrace. I was in a conundrum as the heartache kept growing with every minute passing by, while imagining the lover who never belonged to me or probably would never exist. I closed my eyes with a lump in my throat, picturing how gratifying it would have been if you were next to me, hugging me tightly with your lips brushing against mine and soaking me in your warm kisses. How amazing it would have been if you were next to me. We would have been making love under the same quilt to make our own paradise. And when the sun rays nudged me in the next morning, I found my pillow closer to my lips, soaked in so many kisses, realizing we made love to each other, but only in my dreams. Thank you. It was a small one.
All good, thank you.
Can I just say that reminds me of the Black Books episode. I could listen to him reading shipping reports. Oh my.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know the one? She takes the phone off. She takes the phone off hook and she's like, "I'm gone for the weekend." Has the wine. She's like bending over backwards. She's listening to this shipping voice and she's like, Karen, that is how you make me feel.
Minty wants to listen to you read shipping reports. I think that's what she's saying. So,
I'm just gonna go for that for sure.
Yeah. Next time, just have a shipping report ready, and that's your poem, I think.
But dude, in all seriousness, you do have a beautiful voice, and I don't know if you've already started to look into it, but audiobooks and podcasts, all that kind of stuff. Seriously, you have the voice for radio.
Thank
you
you
have
so
the
much.
voice for radio, Karen.
Thank you so much, guys, for this amazing appreciation. Thank you once again, and I hope that you guys stay safe there. And I will look forward to be a part of this once again. I hope I get to be there actually in person, but But
Well, you went to Sydney, didn't you?
Yes, I am in Sydney at the moment.
Straight, that's
One
it.
day, it will happen. It will get there. All right.
I'll be back soon. Thank you, guys, once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
It was always. I think I don't.
Do you not? What are you thinking? I was going to ask you what are you feeling, but we already know. So
I'm thinking about what I should be feeling.
Yes.
I'm going to segue. I'm feeling like we should introduce the next poet. Woo!
Yes.
Look at that. That's an MC. That's an MCing skill. All right. Well, we got to. That's my role, is to introduce poets. So once again, without further ado, yes. Sorry, you want to?
It's a bird. This person is a bird.
Okay.
Understand.
Yes. Please, everyone, make them welcome. Jay.
Hi.
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Girl?
Hello.
How you going, guys?
Lights.
Good to see you.
Yeah, lighting.
Great idea.
Thank
you.
fantastic.
Yeah, I just moved to a new place. I figured to, spruce it up a bit.
Why not?
Yeah, lovely to see you,
apologies,
Jay.
but I'm going to play a beat behind this just because I really want to. Sorry, but
Beat poetry.
Beat poetry. All right. Well, we'll let you take it
Jason will
away.
just beat you later.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make it up.
I'm joking.
Thank you.
Metaphorically.
All right, mate.
Take it away, brother.
Yo, this be straight, yo.
I can't believe that law of attraction shit, you know, it actually works. Because I've doubted it deserves this hell I've been putting in this work. I visualize what I expect to go and dissect. I think driven by authentic self-respect, living organically without a regret. And I'll cross over and trend you. I go through cash all these projects. And I'm being burned out, I might just end up. Man, woman, or transgender, how you listen to it in my soul, skeleton, the bender. I'm not at all concerned, we're all to act as the link extended between emotion and the eventual vision. I just expect the potential with absolute conviction. I think the consequence, one decision is consequential when you're restricting fear driven. There's only so much time I'll have to give them. Right, any fucks left for me to be given us, right, any fucks left for me to be given. So I wait all these pretenders onto a track. And I never got my back, I was behind me. I don't see Jack, Ellie, Jules, told me this would happen. Did my mother, she told me they never trusted me. I was true friends, I thought I had a stack. Turns out the interpretation of friends is just be whack. It's the effect of the lax. Exposed, non-person, like a James Harden step back. Some exceptions, special mentions, most of them don't care. Never had a clue. People continue to be fake when they needed someone there. Well, the real and self-aware. Special mentions, socially, for the sake of those they care. It ain't all about how they fare. It's fucking what I need to run out like I'm back on track every time. Like the quarterback and you're about to sack. And you'll only be back. You do what we attack. I'm back in the beginning, the end of the really bring it back. Shit is kidding. You always believed everyone's on a fast lane. Sitting straight up, shit free. What do I say? Feeling weak. Shit shorty look weak. Suddenly cross my path. All the opportunities that I see. You say surprising, unique. Now you rise on top of me. When being in the sea, it's when you look at the feet, it's a much trying to be. And I manifested the reason to grow my own thing. Stop time for action, not to talk tracks in the soul board. Watch me, I'll leave you trip, walk them face to face with giants, stand in front of him to fight. Daring me to try, asking always alive. I think something alive. I think you keep hunting till I find it. Like every me, I just can't hide it. Look back and represent where I think it's in the present in the very best me. With all I got, see I can truly be. I see money in the abundance, I see a rewarding career. I'm the part of nothing that's a fail. Yo, chase, yo. Yo, so this is my manifestation, my absolute affirmation, my family resolute preparation, emotionally unattached to the whole situation, pages turn, chapters turn, my life is above, see revelations, unpaged, control rate, you know I'll be ready, I'm doing that stage, raise it, product and 30, take the place and set the stage, and engage it, ever visualize the whole time I know I didn't really try. And now I'll be able to line up with my soul, balance, both plate the most significant role, I should be doing myself and saying, in the whole, even a life and relevance remains the eventual goal. And I'm starting to get discretion in that point and stress and away so long as point, you know, it'd actually be a blessing. A blank canvas that carves up the real with a knife. What would I done if I never had a wife? Choose my end. What just happens to be my life? It ain't what it was. I've lived the traits I need just because the focus becomes what makes me tick. Because certain options will either make me right kick. No one will chill expect to see the trick. All the whole except the brick by brick. I'm going to something better. I don't need to do it quick. I don't string that me winner. I do it for the kicks. Hate the bad belly charge. It makes the brain that's sick. If you're not feeling, I think the vibe is stuck in mine. So ain't clear to get, I know I already got it. I'm actually playing my chance to be legit. Moving forward and rock on stack dollars in the pocket. Hats off, this can't just say that I forgot it. So I want to be content. So I want to do free. I want to see all of life's eventualities. All the intricacies, movements, risks, and candies. My eventuality, you might be moving forward with authentic clarity. Appreciate it.
You're minty dancing. What a vibe.
Oh my god, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where do you get your inspiration from, Jay?
Oh, it's life journal. It's all a life journal, really. And yeah, can't seem to write about anything else other than
that's wonderful. Don't
whatever works.
Need to write about it.
Yeah. Inspiration. It's
thanks,
right.
Yeah.
But no, thank you, everyone. People loving it in the comments, vibing along. Aesthetic was good. Thanks for sharing. Really appreciate
everyone. Show the love.
Yeah.
This is trying times, and thanks, brother. This is trying times, and yes, well, you're here. We love it. You're here for the atmosphere. You don't need to go. I'm just going to say something about the community. That it's just stay, just for this little comment. You know, oh, he's gone. Well, that wasn't me. That was the gods of Rye. No, but
Scheduling.
seriously,
No,
really-
no, I did not kick him. No, that was not me. Get out of it. Don't think I'm not that cruel. Come now.
No, I know. No, you're a legend. Yes, but what I wanted to say just before we introduce the next person, Jason, if that's okay. Yes? Brilliant.
Go for it.
Yeah, it is. It's a really difficult time at the moment, and I think this also breeds the opportunity to have a bit of a revolution, have a bit of a revolution for humanity, a revolution for creativity, a revolution for community, because the way that the community have been stepping up and coming together and just expressing is phenomenal and inspiring, and there are so many flowers that have blossomed from the shit storm that has rained on the whole fucking planet, and those flowers are blossoming and they are beautiful. So
was that a poem? Was that,
no,
was that
I just
did you try to sneak in a cheeky poem? I think
it's okay.
you did.
It's fair. Yeah. Come on. It wasn't intentional, but it's how I feel, brother.
Unintentional
Slap me with
poem.
your eggplant. Yes, go for it.
Unintentional
Actually,
shoot. All right. Thank you, Minty, for those words of word.
Retract that last statement.
All right, we have another poet, the Shroom King himself. Everyone, please welcome to the virtual stage, Sam. Another Sam. Hello, Sam.
How are we going?
Oh my God, yes. I have to admit, I was thrown by the shroom introduction, Jason, even though I know I've heard it before.
Yeah, I feel like that's
yeah. I loved your set on Saturday, man.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It was a vibe.
This is actually a pretty similar kind of vibe, I guess, in the sense like this is like the first thing I ever wrote that I intended to.
Happy, let me get my fried chicken so I can chill.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess a little context. Like, I obviously came here. I've only been in Melbourne for like 3 months, so this is sort of like how I got here a little bit.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
We'll let you take it away.
All right, let's do this. So, give me a sec. The clock never stops ticking, so it seems. You never stop fleeting. Baby, I ask this. Do you remember the aquarium? You stayed over the night before. We saw Kings Park in the dark. We shared a drink at the secret pub in the city. It had quite a resonance European aesthetic entwined in it, and we both loved it. With a Jack and Cokes, we seemed unstoppable. In the morning, we fucked. Oh my, how we fucked. I filled that condom up. I made you come in the shower. You didn't expect it. You thought I was done. But I went on my knees and started to pleasure you. I'm the first guy to ever make you come. Afterwards, my dear, we made some fried eggs with a flat white too. After you said to me, what to do? I said, the aquarium. You seemed surprised and confused. What drew me to such a location? Well, I guess I've always been obsessed with the ocean, the beach, the shores, and the sands. Plus, we're 80% water or something, right? We drove there, just a boy and Astra. Who has joined me for the ride? You're the girl by my side. Inside, we saw all kinds of different sea creatures. I took you aside the jellyfish, kissed you on the fucking cheek, said you looked like a seahorse. You laughed, found me quirky and cute. I found you beautiful and too good for me. Way out of my league, you disagreed. You said, I'm just the type of girl. You've never felt this way. I felt the same. I even used the word love, maybe a tattoo soon. I was just caught up in the moment, infatuated by your presence. But you make me want to put it all down and fuck you. Hop on a plane and fuck you. Leave it all behind. My friends, my family, my home, and my music, everything. All gone in the foggy past of yesterday. So I want to get up and go, land off the plane and kiss you, get to your apartment and do what teenagers do best. Then when the day is all but done, I want to go see the aquarium in your hometown, in the heart of Melbourne. But I fear this connection is fleeting because you never stop fleeting. Thank you.
I missed the last word. I think this will be fleeting. Something. I just didn't quite hear you. I just would love to hear that last line.
Oh, do you want me? I can redo it.
Yes, can you just read that?
Is my mic okay? I don't know. It's been playing.
All good. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's been
Okay,
it's been fine. There was just at the last bit, just as we got brought back in, I missed what you said.
Oh, okay. I'll redo it. So, but I fear this connection is fleeting because you never stop fleeting. Yeah, it's like a double.
Ooh,
lazy, right?
I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's,
I saw your
like,
reactions, Minty, to the poem. I really liked it. So,
I wanted to hear it. You know, you want to hear what someone is offering. Oh, you're just giving me shit, aren't you? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, Sam, that was awesome.
Thank you for sharing.
Naughty.
Everyone liked it in there.
Yeah, I probably should have been like a disclaimer here that.
Don't worry about it.
We're all big
This
kids.
is a place for free air. We're big kids,
Yeah.
exactly right. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
talking over the top of you, Jason.
don't worry.
Naughty, but
That's
Nana approved of the content.
Good. Well, as long as Nana approved. No, I don't like saying that. That's weird. Thanks again, Sam.
Yeah,
No
awesome,
problem.
brother.
You guys take it
for
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, keep coming, keep showing up, brother.
We'll do.
Cheers.
All right. Well, we have come to the bitter end of that eggplant.
So she said.
We have only, I believe, one more act. Is that right, Jason?
Maybe. Yes, pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How would you describe this person? How do they make you feel?
I really don't think words can describe this individual. They're
Words don't. Words can't. What about objects?
words just don't. I carrot explain this person. It's just
you carrot.
the carrot
Well,
explains this person.
That's tomato much. Oh no.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Let us alone. Let us alone.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I wasn't ready for this.
No. We have one final performer. They are a multitude of colors and vegetables, and I'm going to give you a genuine bloody write-up of this human being. This person on that Saturday stream was so phenomenal. I was beside myself, and that's not because I'm coming off my anxiety meds. I was genuinely beside myself with emotion, touched by the piece that you put in, Jason. That was just... Anyway, it was incredible. Watch that live stream. Watch him. Watch the amazing performance he has, and watch everybody. And without further ado, the last part of the nice part of the aubergine before it gets thrown in the rubbish bin. We love you, Jason. We love you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to change mics for a second because I just want to get a different aesthetic. I hope that's good for everyone. I hope the sound's a little bit better. But without further ado, please everyone, welcome to the stage, me. This is new shit, so new shit in the chat, please. All right, here we go. These walls no longer talk, creating a silent echo chamber with thoughts bouncing from side to side that you cannot hear anymore. Instead, all four sides are adorned with mere remnants of elaborate tapestries that have been slowly fading over time through unknowing neglect. Unraveling, strands fall into the floor into an invisible pile of forgotten fibers. A loom sits in the corner, broken and unable to be fixed, once used by master weavers, creating elaborate images that decorate the plaster. Even they cannot bring it back to working order. Despite the dilapidated condition of the decor, you cannot bring yourself to take them down. They are the last reminder of your world that once existed. Then you notice the cracks in the wall. Cracks these tapestries had been covering, never knowing they had been forming and unsure how long they had been there. So you try to cover them up, scrambling for any solution you can. You start scribbling images on pieces of paper, trying to replicate from memory, desperate pen strokes, staining pages with futile ink, encapsulating delusions instead of true memories. Memories that now lay on the floor. It doesn't matter to you, though. Those cracks need to be concealed, and in your frenzy to make them disappear, you unconsciously rationalize your art to revitalize a decaying structure. So once each wall is covered, falling to the floor in melancholic despondency, a confusing disillusionment burrows in as you look around at your masterpieces, recognizing not one image you see. Although your fingers moved a pen around paper with unknown images surrounding you, your chaotic desperation dissipates. The awareness of how easy your cognitive ability can be blinded starts to consume you. The regret of your actions slowly takes hold. What was left of your tapestries have been destroyed in the haste to cover up pre-existing cracks. Now mere dust that falls through your fingers. If only these walls could talk again. Cheers.
That deserves a shake from my out-of-date 100s and thousands shaker.
I'm honoured.
No, I'm sorry, it hasn't finished. There. No. There. Yes, Jason, that was fantastic. I think it's just 5 union people, so we can say whatever the fuck we like and do whatever the weird shit we like.
That's all right.
That's what can I say, Sonny? That's what we've got to do. On that matter, Jason, that was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
He's getting shy. He's stroking his eggplant. Sorry. Going off tactic there.
All right.
I'll bring it back. I'll bring it reel it back.
Well, that's the end of the night. That's all the poets.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you everyone for performing. Thank you everyone for participating in the chat. Hope you had fun. Yeah, once again, we'll I'll spruik next Wednesday. We have vibration creation. It's the music thing, the music creation thing. I also forgot to mention Mr. Rath. He has a live stream.
The music creation thing?
Yes.
Come on, mate.
Okay. Vibration creation next week on the 15th.
What is it?
Music creation thing. It's a collaborative effort between Vibe Union members where we have a song, a beat by a producer, and we sit down on live stream and we create a song on that night, and everyone watches, and everyone has a lovely time, and everyone just thinks we're the best people in the world. Also,
who's producing? Sixpence. Sixpence is producing.
Yes. Okay. Sixpence is producing.
I don't think
has everyone got that? Everyone's good with that? Can I move on now? Anyway, what I'm going to say before I was really interrupted is Rye also has a live stream tomorrow morning at 9 p.m. Go follow him either in person or on Instagram. It's a
AM.
9 a.m. bitches.
9 a.m. 9 of the 9A of the M. It's a music making beats and producing stuff.
Coffee time.
So that is that. I think. Is there anything else you would like to say?
Go there. There it is.
Go there.
Yeah. It's gonna be sweet. There's gonna be lots of things. Check the link. Thanks everybody for contributing tonight. Always fun. There's also a really great lot of stuff happening on Twitch as well. So explore Twitch. Whoa.
Yes.
But yeah, and I think maybe I might, if you don't mind, I'd just like to say a thank you to country. I'd just like to acknowledge the land on which we gathered today, and we continually gather. I pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging, and love yous older bits.
Exactly. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much.
We will see you next time. Yes. You.